sure is fun to reminisce about how good I was as a college basketball referee. Probably it could be said I was the best referee I knew. At least I probably could say that. I worked in college conferences that took me into 3 different time zones. I had a full schedule. My career, in quotes, as a hoops referee spanned 23 years. And then it was over. At the time of the demise, I was in the midst of launching this magazine. So someone could sort of presume that my career ended because of that, heading a magazine that was going to deal with officiating issues. Well, maybe that was a factor, but most likely the main factor was my organizing activity on behalf of the guys in my primary conference. We were feeling abused, and the men asked me if I would lead the effort, and I said yes. To my main point, there are myriad reasons why officiating careers end. Those reasons indicate a failure of some sort, but they do not necessarily indicate personal failure. Rather, they indicate a misalignment of buyer needs, and by that I mean governing or assigning body, and supplier, that being the sports official, and the capabilities involved. The market clears itself. The market has no heart. It works more efficiently that way. Failure at its base definition is the condition or fact of not achieving the desired end. It's simple. And we set out to do something and we do not achieve that. Yet I think we need to insert a little heart into the hard economic equation. I got let go for a reason I felt was wholly inappropriate, but I didn't get to pick that reason. I did not have a seat at the table, and thus I was at all times on the menu. Take another example. You are an NBA referee for 11 years and then you are not rehired. Is that a failure? Well, gosh, I sure as hell doubt it. You were on staff of the best basketball referees on planet Earth for more than a decade. That it did not go further is simply a fact. As each of us knows, there are plenty of reasons we get to the end of the line. I think what nags, what irritates and befuddles is how the last stop is approached and then dealt with. So many times we pull up to a stop not knowing it will be the last one. The door opens and the conductor announces, "Last stop for Mano." Don't let the doors pinch you in the behind upon leaving. It is very hard to internalize no longer being accepted and respected for something that, in large measure, defined who you were. If you are what you do, then who are you when you stop? A question worth consideration. Now, Terry Gregson, on behalf of the National Hockey League, has done yeoman work on succession planning. Simple concept. When we, the NHL, know the official is beginning to approach that last stop, let's begin preparing him for that eventuality. At some point, the train, moving inexorably toward it, will arrive at your station. As part of the succession, the league gives extra perks during the final year. For your final game, you can pick who you work with and where. During your last season, you can be assigned where you would like to be assigned from, say your winter home in Arizona versus Winnipeg in the winter. One caveat though, you agree that there will be no postseason assignments your final year. That is stated up front. Terry speaks to groups large and small about the concept. His goal can be summed up in 8 words. End as an emissary, not as an enemy. Such a powerful thought. We want officials to leave with dignity, and we want those officials to return the favor to the rest of us. Emissary, not enemy. We officials are so readily drawn to the light of another official's ashes. A far better service would be to light a candle. We have that responsibility. Thank you.